Come on, man. That's too good. Oh, fuck me on cooler too.
Welcome to Vlog 6.
Could you retake that, Jimmy? Hi, Jimmy's vlog.
Chill, guys.
Microwave?
Brought that out. Who busted that shit out? Given's like, what's your direction? I'm like, left. Fall again. Last time I fell out. Push me. Wait, no, don't push me. This is gonna break.
Push him.
It's gonna break. No. No!
I'll share this one.
This is awesome.
Oh.
It's gonna
Yo, I'm getting out. Don't kill me. You kill me, you drum.
No, slow jump.
What's up, Jimmy?
Yeah, you have to go. But you hear like
Good job.
10 niggas. It's so annoying. Ain't having fun yet.
I'm not easy.
You ain't dying yet. I ain't having fun yet.
I never said I wasn't dying.
Exactly.
What?
If I shift my weight, push harder. Bart really is a 16-year-old. She was gone for like a month or something because she was sick.
How sick? What the fuck?
Yeah. She was sick. And then, like his parents made him do kung fu.
If he likes it, that's not making it.
And then, well, no, he likes it, and his parents make him, so you get a win-win. And then my other friend, right? So there's me, the dude who will beat the shit out of anyone, cause why not? You know, I don't fucking hold that. We won, and then we all got in trouble. And then since we won, we got the most trouble. So it's not really that great.
10 people against 3. How did you get in trouble?
I mean, it was like 8 to 10, maybe like.
I imagine like
More or
10
less.
guys stopping like one guy, and then you just like, oh, get the. Right in the sweet
And
spot.
the other one doesn't. I'm like, that. I'm like, even my. We're all in the same grade, right? And I'm like, I am not this fucking retarded. I know that if you punch someone in their boob,
What are you
it
doing?
won't shrink. It doesn't like swell up and stay like that.
I can't no more.
Like a fucking like a raisin in a grape. It doesn't just shrivel up and stay like that.
I can't even. When it goes up like that.
I was like, I'm not this dumb. I don't know how dumb you guys are, but I'm not. Like socially, my mind was way more advanced than everyone.
Bart, she was like, you see her like 5 years later. Bart, you should have did this to me.
No, Bart, one goes out up while the other goes down. So like, boom.
Bart, why did you do this to me?
Yeah.
I said I was sorry.
Stupid. My childhood, I got a detention slip because
Oh my god,
I think so. I think I've been loyal. I'm too loyal. So like, in preschool, I hang out with girls, right? Who's like you? And this girl named Ashley, this girl named Michaela, right? They were both Asian, Filipino. Oh, in elementary school, I didn't even know my race.
What?
I didn't know my race, right? Because I thought my parents like didn't know either. So I'm just like, oh, how can I ask my parents? They gave me a random flag. They gave me a Chinese flag. Because it was like cultural day, right? And they were like, what race are you? I'm like, I don't know. And then they were like, ask your parents, but I keep forgetting, right? Because I'm a kid, I'm just like, play, like that, right? And then goldfish. And then, so they were like, what's your race? And then they were too late, right? So they just gave me a Chinese flag to hold.
Oh my
Just
god.
like, I have that photo.
Oh my god.
Like, everybody has their race.
Oh my
and then I just have a Chinese flag with like a golden star with everything red. I'm just like, My parents are like, hey, why are you holding a Chinese flag? I'm like, what's Chinese? and then in 5th grade, I was not retarded. I was not street smart. I was book smart, right? And so they were like, this is the beginning when like they were like Asian gay, and then Asian group and stuff like that. I was like, am I Asian? I thought about it, right? I was like, I'm not Asian, but I hang out with these people anyway, so I'm basically part of their group. And I'm just like, and then I went home. I'm like, Mom, what am I? She's like, you're Vietnamese. I was like, that's a race? Because I didn't know any races. I was like, oh. And then I realized, oh, that's why people are a different color. I'm just like, what? It's so dumb. My childhood was weird. I'm just like, ooh.
Dude, my childhood was just hella aggressive.
So Bart fought people. Kevin's looking autistic.
Kevin's the exact opposite of me.
I'm just like,
Kevin's
wait,
like-
what's Chinese?
Dude, in what was it? In like, I think was it 8th grade? 7th grade or 8th? No, I think it was 8th grade. Cause then I saw him again in freshman year and I didn't like that. So in 8th grade, me and my friend Caesar and my friend Paolo, us three were like a trio,
Again?
and we went. No, but like I didn't like Paolo that much. I like Caesar because me and Caesar were like friends since 6th grade. And I was like, don't fucking touch me again. And he looked at me. He was like hella like angry and shit. And there was like blood just like gushing down his face. And then Paolo was trying to separate us, and Caesar was like, dude, I told you, don't fuck with Bart. Because I told you. Because like he's known me for like 3 years, so he's like, don't fuck with Bart.
He'll kill you.
Don't fuck with Bart when it's serious. Or like don't get serious with it. And then Paolo was like, yo, if you guys want to fight, just go to the park. And I was like, fuck no, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker right here in the fucking Burger King.
Your language, I'll kill your ass.
I'll kill this motherfucker right here in front of everyone. There was like a couple people like in the corners. You know, people who like sit in the corner and they're just like, they're on a date or something. Who knows what the fuck they're doing? And they're just watching. And the white guy, right, David, he goes to the cashier and he's like, can I get some napkins? And the cashier's like, oh my god, what happened? Or I think just like the other way. She said, what happened? And then he's like, can I get some napkins? And he like wiped his head. And then we went outside and he's like, hey, fight me at the park. And I'm like, yeah, I'll try to fight you, motherfucker, 200-pound motherfucker. Yeah, I'll definitely try to fight you. All you gotta do is just buck, and I'm fucking, I can't do shit. Yeah, I'll fight you. Try to chokehold me first, and do it right this time.
Make sure I have my phone.
He was so slow that he went like this, and then he rapped.
Dude, like, no, he actually got me up like that. It was like pretty quick, but like, it was around my forehead, so I was hella confused. And it was like 3 seconds, dude. Boom, and then pop, 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 pop. Like it happened like that. It was sudden, and then like, so they're like, fucking Paulo was like, oh, just go fight at the park, and then my friend Caesar's like, nah, dude, don't fight. Someone's gonna die. Like he's like Caesar's retarded, but he's like realistic. He's like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to be there for that. And then I was like, fuck you guys, I'm going home from Burger King. And then my other group of friends came. It was this like little short Asian named Jason. He's like a little scrawny ass nigga.
Jason?
Huh? No, this is a different one. He fucking dropped out or some shit in high school. And then there was this other dude. His name, what's his name? He's a big ass Mexican dude. It was Jose. It was Jose. Like Jose, oh this motherfucker. I talk about him in a bit, but like they came by, and they're like, hey, what's up, Bart? And I'm like, what's up? Fuck off. And they're like, yo, what the fuck? And they just kept walking, right? And they went into the GameStop with Caesar, Paulo, and the other dude, the white guy. And they ran back to me like, yo, Bart, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, what happened? I don't know. I'm going home.
Bart.
I'm going home. What's wrong? And they're like, dude, do you fuck up that white kid? And I'm like, no, not me. Who did that? And then that motherfucker told everyone the next day. He was like, he was like, oh, he only won because he hit me with his phone. And I was like, little bitch, you couldn't chokehold right. You don't even know how to chokehold. Yeah, and then I had to see him for the next 4 years, and like every so often in the class. And I was like, I swear to God, if my teacher makes me partners with this dude, someone's dying. And it's not me. I don't die. I'll be on my last breath as long as we both die. Then I'm happy. And then, so my dude, the guy named Jose, he's like that big. He's like that tall. He's like Manuel, but like Manuel has like muscle, like meat muscle for his size, right? Jose's like fat.
Dude.
Like a beach ball.
He's tall and fat. He's like a boulder, dude. Like, it's pretty crazy because he could run. I think it was like 20-minute Mustangs for his size.
What the fuck? That's like my speed.
Yeah, he's
That's
big
my
fat dude
speed.
can run 20-minute Mustangs,
That's my speed.
which hella threw me off. Like
He tramples every. He's like an elephant.
My smile is 2006.
He's like, get out of the way, get out.
yeah.
It makes
He
people
would-
run. It makes
dude.
people run faster.
He would like no. What he would do? This shit would be hella retarded.
The stampede.
We'd be talking, and then all of a sudden he'd be like, "Nears," and then he'd be quiet and he'd like look around to see if anyone noticed. And we're like, Jose, you're supposed to look and then say it. And he's like, so black, what are the black people gonna do? No, all they do is talk shit. And then he was like, look, you see how fat I am? You think a black person can fight me? I was like, bro, that's hella real. He was like, dude, what are these skinny little black people gonna do? Cause you know how black people are like, they're skinny but like swole skinny.
Yeah.
And like lanky. He was like, dude, all I gotta do is sit on them. Like, that shit was funny. I think after that though, I kind of like stopped fighting people because I was like, you know, if I beat that nigga and I killed that dude, the white guy, I'd probably be in jail. I could probably go to jail. I can probably go to jail right now just for beating that nigga. And I was like, alright, maybe I should not do this dumbass shit.
Someone gonna die.
Is that when you became chill, Bart?
Maybe. Well, no, not exactly. No.
Not exactly.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Not exactly. I would like, I guess maybe, cause like, I kept swapping groups every year to like figure out which group I wanted to hang out with.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Cause like my friend group was like is this group of mostly girls, but there's like a couple guys, but they're like honestly kind of gay. You know those guys that are like
BKT.
they look really nice and they dress really well and they got a decent amount of money. Their parents have a lot of money. You know they do because their fucking clothes and the way they talk and shit. But they have like a high pitched voice.
So like Mr.
And-
Boo.
and
As a kid.
They're kind of gay as fuck.
Mr. Boo as a kid.
Like you know who oh what's that data teacher? The history teacher.
Yeah.
It's a Culverson.
Mr. Coverton. Dude, everyone thinks he's gay. And then he's like,
Oh, me
yeah,
too.
my wife. And everyone's, the moment he says my wife, everyone's like, wait, what? Your wife? You're not gay?
He's my advocacy teacher.
Oh my
I
god.
thought Mr. Ramirez was autistic.
Mr.
Cause like me and my friend there free, right? He's Indian. So when like the first time we went into his class, he had like this voice, and then his face was always like, I thought like he couldn't teach. I was like, how is he a math teacher? And then his face is all like, it looks like all pedophile-y. He's like, just like, hey, what are you
looks
doing
like
today? And I'm just like, I looked at my friend there free. I'm like, is this dude autistic? And Darren's in my class too. I'm like, is our teacher autistic? And then Darren's like, no, I think he's like, how would an autistic kid get a job anyways? And I'm just like, are you sure? He sounds autistic. He looks autistic, but then he's actually not. And I'm just like, oh my god, that blew my mind.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 other guys and they're like kind of gay. They were not gay though. They're
Active
very
gay.
mentally gay, you could say.
Is it
but
mentally
not
gay? Is gay?
Actually, I don't know how the fuck you would describe it.
They act
Like,
gay?
dude,
You act gay?
if you're a dude and you like fuck you know how like on our team and every like group of guys in general,
Yeah.
when you want to fuck with a dude, touch his butt. And
Oh,
they're like,
man.
yo, they're like, hey bro, hey bro, hey you. They're like, what's that shit football people do?
That's
It's
cross
like,
country. That's
leg
cross-
check or some shit.
No, it's like cross country stuff. People like you're running right, and then my friend Dennis, right? He's like, hey, you think today? Boom, and then like my friend here is like, oh, you think today too? Boom, and then like my friend
Yeah.
Dennis, right? He's like, he already graduated this year, I think, and then like he's like, okay, let's go for round 2, and then he does
Yeah.
some Dewey does, boom, and then my
Like,
friend. Oh my
Guys,
God,
guys,
fucking
when they want to fuck around, they're hella gay, right? They touch each other's butt and their dicks and shit. They fucking bean dip each other.
You can't hear this.
This is education. It's all right. They're like, if you really want to bother a guy, Snow, just like flip his nipple.
You've been,
Hell no.
you've been,
Jimmy, run.
you've been.
Jimmy, fuck.
And then I want to see some like freshman with the balls up to do up to Jay.
You're gonna die.
No, no. Jay's gonna be like, hey, what you do? Boom.
All you do, right? You like just like gloop. You just like smack them from bottom up, and every guy's instant reaction like that.
He's like, what the fuck?
Every guy does that, unless
You
they're
do
like
that,
extra
Bart?
gay. They're just like, do it again, bro. It feels nice.
Tyler. Tyler.
But like, if you do that shit to the people that were in the group I hung out with, they get like hella offended and be like, I don't like that guy. He touched me like in a weird way. I think he's on to me. He's coming on to me, and I'm like, this nigga, fuck you. Stop talking.
Oh my god.
But like, yeah.
Keep
And then
recording this shit.
the group of the girls basically in that group were like obsessed with horoscopes. So like they had like the retarded horoscope talk like, you're Cancer, but you're a Gemini, and I'm like,
Your cancer.
the fuck are you talking? I understood. I was like, Cancer, disgusting, not like. Yes, I understand that. Gemini,
Annoying.
a gem. What? Gem and I. Gem-I. How does Cancer and Gemini match each other?
You are cancer.
Something like that. And
I
I
thought
was
you-
like, I don't comprehend this language anymore. I'm gonna go back to my other group of friends. Like, you were there when I talked about Dick Nick?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did you hear that story?
Masturbating.
Bruh.
His dad.
So like, no, this might disturb you. This may disturb you. You may. So,
What?
so my
You
my
had
friend
Mr.
Caesar.
How
Yes,
old is
yes.
How old is he?
I I miss him.
So
He's
in
so
Mr.
weird.
Summerfield, I don't miss him.
I miss him.
so
He's a pedo.
my
Alpha's
friend
favorite student.
Caesar was like hella retarded. No, he's book smart. Technically, he's like kind of book smart because he knows how to do things on his own. Like if you give him a math book, he can figure things out on his own. But like he's just so dumb sometimes that he just doesn't do shit and he doesn't learn because
Kevin.
he has to work for what he wants.
Huh?
Right? And when he wants to learn, he can learn. So then what he would do is during lunch he would go into Mr. Summerfield's class, right? And he would actually talk to Mr. Summerfield about like games and shit, right? So one day I decided, you know, I'm gonna go hang with him because the people I'm hanging out with are like retarded as fuck, and I don't want to deal with retarded people. So I went to hang out with him, right? And I'm in Mr. Summerfield's class. I'm just observing what he does, right? And he's talking to Mr. Summerfield about video games. He's like, Mr. Summerfield, you ever play Call of Duty Black Ops? And Mr. Summerfield's like, no, Caesar, but.
Oh God.
You know his accent? He's like, no, Caesar, but I'll try it, maybe. And he's like, Mr. Summerfield, you ever play Mortal Kombat? And he's like, what's that, Caesar? And he's like, you play as like creatures and you beat up other creatures and you like rip their brains out or something, their spine. And he's like, that's very interesting, Caesar. You know his accent. And he was like,
Not even
he,
an accent, just his tone.
he started walking like you know when you talk you like walk away sometimes, you just like you don't pay attention to what you're talking about and doing. So he walked up to the projector and he was like this, he's like power posing on it. And the projector's right in front of him. And he's like, And Mr. Summerfield was like looking over, he's like, wait, his desk like this way. He's like, Caesar, what are you doing? And Caesar's like, Mr. Summerfield, my balls are so warm on this projector. And he's like, Caesar, don't do that. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why did I come in this classroom?
Well, and this is something real. We're like playing Clash Royale, right? Because in 7th grade, me and I was in math league because I was like the unpopular kid. Because like, and then like I got a shirt out of it, right? Because that was the year that I don't know if you know her guys, but like her name was like Hannah Wynn, and then like Amanda Nguyen or whatever.
I think
like,
Ellie talks about her a lot.
Yeah, and then Francesca and stuff like that. All of Ellie's friends, right? And so like I was basically like I was treated as like a dog because I was like a 7th grader. They were all 8th graders. I'm just like, wait, I'm the only 7th grader in this class. And then Manuel came in. Back then, Afro all over. And then he's like, hey, Mr. Summerfield, you ever play Clash Royale? He's like, yes, Manuel, I have. It's very interesting. I'm in Arena 4. What arena are you in? And then I'm just like, I was in his class, right? Because like I was like, this 8th grade, right? And then like barely anyone. And then he was like, what's up, bro? What arena were you in? And I was just like, and he was teaching like geometry. And I'm just like, wait, he was like, oh, so you have to do this. And then I was like, oh, Mr. Summerfield, you wanna play Clash Royale? And then he's like, yes, I have. I'm in Arena 4. What arena are you in? And then everyone was like, shut the fuck up, man. Well, why are you talking about this in math class? And then Mr. Summerfield was like, hey, chill. And then Mr. Summerfield was like, man, well, continue. And then we had a 20-minute discussion about what games we play. And then we didn't even finish that last night. And then Mr. Summerfield, a day later, was like, why did you guys do your homework? And then we were like, you didn't finish the lesson teaching because you talking about Clash Royale. And then I'm just like, and then he was like, oh, never mind then, let's continue that lesson. I'm just like, what the fuck?
This is real weird.
Mr. Summerfield.
He's so odd. Did he show you the geometry form?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No, it's
The
the
video?
weird geometry video. But
Yeah,
we call it
yeah,
geometry form.
yeah.
We're like,
you remember it?
They have geometry.
It was like that, like
you go
the
from
like, weird
2D
shapes talk to each
Oh!
other. Yeah.
And then they fucking eat each other. And we were like, dude, Mr. Summerfield, that square just like fucked that line and became part of it.
What the fuck? I've never seen this. What
It's
the?
Never seen
It's
it.
a
No.
geometry video, dude.
No, he didn't show us videos.
It's learning about like planes and shit.
Yeah, it was boring.
He didn't show us that shit. We
Yeah,
had to write. I
just
don't
say-
know.
You must watch it 2 times.
Yeah, I was sitting next to Mushin, right? And Mushin was like, hey Kevin, you ever realize how boring this class is? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes Mushin, it is very boring. What's your point? He's like, well, we were watching the geometry video, right? He was like, would you ever wonder when Mr. Summerfield talks about like squares and stuff, do you ever get hard? I'm just like,
What?
Bullshit. Why are you thinking about this right now? It's like, cause I'm bored, Kevin. And then I was just like, Bullshit, shut the fuck up. I just want to sleep. And he was like, but Kevin, I'm hard. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. And then for the rest of the day, I was just like, Mr. Sapio, can I switch seats, please? And he was like, what's your point? Mr. Sapio,
Oh,
I'll
dude.
tell you later.
Dude. Oh fuck, I love I fucking love Caesar so much. So like, in I think 7th grade, right? 7th grade English is Baraza.
Yeah, I have Baraza.
So
And
like,
double negatives.
dude, our year fucked up everything for the next years for so much. Cause our year was hella dumb and we fucked around. Huh?
You said I.
Said I?
Yeah, said I. SDAIE.
S.
Sedai
E.
classes. It's like for like English learners like who aren't like proficient. Like so I'm Vietnamese, right? And my first language was Vietnamese, and so they would like put me in this class because like I'm a 2-language speaker.
No,
Angel was in that class too.
it was English honors.
Oh, you had honors.
Yeah.
I had math honors, but some people had English honors. I was like,
I had English. I had fucking all honors because my parents were like, "Oh, you need to do all honors so
I
you can
didn't
be
have
smart."
all honors.
And I was like, "Fuck you, no, I don't." And then, so what happened
We're
was
children, Bart.
one time, right? You know when he does his silent reading thing, when he has to read a book for like 30 minutes. So my
Ooh,
friend
that'd be fun.
Joseph, right? Not my friend. Caesar's friend Joseph, right?
Specify.
So my friend is Caesar, and Caesar has his friend who's fucking autistic named Joseph, right? Joseph is book smart, but socially he's more autistic than Kevin. like sometimes
face
Kevin
right
is
now.
like he brain farts, right? This dude
Permanent.
just purposely does stupid stuff just to do it. Like he
It's like
fucking
me.
he
Brain fart. Brain
put milk in his burrito just to do it.
Wait.
And we're like,
Bart,
why?
you haven't seen what I make yet. have you?
no, like you know in fucking
wait, like me?
in
What?
middle school when you go to
Wow.
lunch, right? And then they like force you to sit down somewhere next to the person you don't give a fuck about.
Oh yeah.
So we would time this shit perfectly so that we would sit across from each other.
Why
Right?
next to each other?
Because there's like fucking 7 of us, nigga. We
Oh.
take up a whole table.
So did my group be fine?
So we timed it perfectly so we would be across from each other, right? And then we had hella sauces like the soy sauce, the ketchup,
Soy sauce.
all the other fucking sauces, right? Ranch. And Joseph, right? This dude had a burrito. And he put that shit in his burrito, all the sauces. And he was like, hey guys, I wonder what this would taste like. And we're like, dude, don't eat that. And he's like, oh. And he was like, it doesn't taste good. And we're like, you're fucking retarded. Oh, I seen that. You said that. They were talking about that one time.
Yeah, this is apple.
Wait, what do you mean by
Butter.
brain fart?
It's like,
No, what you mean?
Explain.
I don't know how to explain. It's just in the moment.
Sunflower.
In the moment.
It's like when someone tells you something, you're like, okay, and then you're like, what did they just say?
Yeah, that's because I love that from you. It's like whenever Jay says something, and I'm just like, I'm thinking about something else, right? And then Jay says something, and it's like, hey,
Okay.
what? What? Can you do that again? And then he says it again, and I'm just like, huh? What?
When he does it, he says it twice, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
My brain.
And then he's like, do this, and you're like,
Oh.
you still brain fart, and you're like, okay, you know what, give me a second. You want me to do this? And he's like, yes, and you're like, okay. And then you walk away and you come back. Just making sure you want me to do this, right? He's like, go. And you're like, all right, I got it. And then
you come back.
you come back and he's like, you fucked up.
I'm just like, because I don't pay attention when Jay says something, or like when doing something, like when they yell at me, I'm just like, yeah, okay. I go back, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And then like I go back, I just like, and then he's like, is that Lucy?
No, big ass white dog.
He doesn't have a dog.
I think your friend sees just like my friend Kevin Dane though. So he's like, whenever he sees this girl, right, he's a lot more, he's not horny. I think he's logical, right? He's a lot smart, like street smart, but he's somewhat book smart too, right? And so he's like, you know when you said about girls, he's like, so this little girl named Melanie, you guys know her? Melanie Lau, right?
I don't
And he's
know.
like, because he ate he hates everyone but me, right? So he's like, I hate this bitch, I hate this bitch, and then whenever they turn their backs, he's like, oh, Kevin, you know something? I hate her. And then I'm just like, what? Why? I like her. She's okay, right? And he's like, no, she's fucking annoying. She always talks. And then like, he has this friend named Katie, but they're not really friends. It's like, he's hella smart, and then some people go to him for help, and he's like, fuck off, I don't want to help you. And then she's like, and then you know, what's he doing? Mr. Bridges?
Bro.
He was like, his friend Katie kept asking him for questions, right? And then she asked us to, like, she's like a second language speaker and she's not like really bright, so she was like, cause like during the SAT, or not the SAT, AP exam, she was asking like, so the sticker label was like, place label here, right? And then she raised her hand and then she was like, am I supposed to put the sticker here? And then she's taking the AP class, right? And then my friend Kevin A, he's like, Katie is really autistic. He asked Mr. Bridges a question today, and I hate her for that. Because Mr. Bridges, he was like, he got so upset, and we couldn't finish our essays because he hates Katie so much. And I'm just like, how does a teacher hate a student? You want to be in my class? And I was like, no, I don't want to be next to Katie. He's like, exactly. And then my friend Melanie, right? He's like, if I smash her, I'll break her back because she's so fucking small. And I'm just like, chill, I don't want to hear about. And I'm eating lunch too, right? I'm eating, and then I'm just like, I imagine that for like 2 seconds. I'm like, it's so dumb.
Like
Is your arm not tired, dude?
Mm-hmm.
So in Mr. Bronze's class, right, the new name. So when we did silent reading, right, Caesar and Joseph, they went to tutoring because like they were honestly so fucking bored that they just did their homework. Like that's how bored they got, and then so they found this book in the library, and they picked it, right. It was a green book. I don't know if it's still there or not. I don't remember the title, but I know the subject, right? It's a green book, and when you opened it, it's a zombie book. When you opened it, it would make the sound hella loud in the class. Dude, I think it was like multiple sounds, like and then it was like and during silent reading one day, right? Joseph is like whispering to Caesar. He's like, yo, Caesar. And Caesar's like, yeah, do it. And Joseph is like looking at Mr. Bronze, and he opened it. He's like, and Mr. Bronze was just like, he looked and then he looked away, right? He's on his computer typing shit. And then when you open it and close it and keep opening it, it repeats the sounds like So then he kept doing that. And then Mr. Bronze was like, is someone doing that? And everyone just looked around like, fuck, what's that? And Joseph's like giggling, and he's like, I don't know. And Mr. Bronze like doesn't work again, right? And then Joseph is like, and I'm like, dude, you're actually so fucking autistic.
I have Mr. Bronze
I was like, you're so fucking autistic. Why do you do this shit? Like, yeah.
Did Mr. Barraza ever make you do those vocab games on Fridays?
Dude.
Where you stand out of your chair and
It's
answer?
funny thing about that. You know who Leslie is?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
now.
So I met Leslie in 7th grade. This is how I met her. Ironically, in Mr. Braz's class, we were doing vocab shit, and she kept winning, right? And I mean, I didn't give a fuck. And so she kept winning the game or some shit like that. And then she kept like telling everyone, right, that she was winning. And then she went up to me and told me. And then I grabbed my lead pencil and I stabbed her boob. Like I just fucking like jabbed it because I was like, I'm fucking tired of you, bitch.
So not to end a violent Bart.
That was 7th grade. Okay, I stopped in 8th grade or 9th grade. One of those.
One of those.
What if it
Maybe
deflates,
10th
Bart?
grade,
What if
maybe.
it deflates?
But then right, I stabbed her. She like screamed hella loud, and everyone's like, "What happened?" And then I fucking walked away. I was like, "What happened?"
Bart's
Who did that?
Bart's a fucking troll.
Bart, I met Tommy Lee and I met Angel in that class, right? And so like I was the kid who would actually like study their vocab,
Yeah.
so I get the extra credit or whatever. You know? and then like I was basically the kid whoever versus me is fucking doomed, right? Because I'm the kid, like people like, sit down, you win every single time, I need the extra credit. I'm just like, no, fuck off. I play the game, right? I beat everyone. They're like, of course he wins. He fucking studies. And I'm like, you're fucking autistic, I hate you. I stand up, right? I'm just like, nobody's standing up. I look around, I give people chances, right? I'm just like, this is the word. And then Mr. Bro was like, correct, okay. Does anybody else want to play against him? Nobody raises their hand.
This pink car. It's when he lines you up in front of the class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking hate that shit so much.
Yeah, and then like Tommy was in that class too. It was like me and Tommy were like the two smartest people. And then Tommy would always verse me. And Tommy's like, Kevin, just let me win for once. And I'm like, sure, Tommy. No, fuck no. Fuck no, I hate that. I hated Tommy back then. He was like, I didn't know he was the popular kid or whatever. I thought he was just like the funny Asian. Because Tommy's hella retarded. He's like, Mr. Barraza, can we do something new today besides English? And then Mr. Barraza's like, no, this is English class. And Tommy's like, but I hate this class. And then Tommy and Mr. Barraza, they're hella funny. Because you know when Mr. Barraza does that DLR shit where like you underline stuff and you fix sentences? I hate that. He's like,
I hated that.
Just hit
he's like, okay, Tommy volunteered every time because like he likes drawing on the smartboard because everybody was like, ooh, the smartboard's so cool and stuff. And then he was like, Mr. Barraza. One day he was like, Mr. Barraza, can I draw something else? And then Mr. Barraza like, draw what? We're correcting sentences. He was like, And then he drew 2 circles. And then he drew centers above it. He was about to do something else. Mr. Barraza was like, stop right there. Whoa. Because 2 circles and then dot in between them. Right? And then we were hella immature, so we all laughed. And Mr. Barraza was like, what's so funny? And I'm just like, and then Tommy was like, nothing. It was just an inside joke, right? And Mr. Barraza found out, like, on the internet later. He was like, Tommy, you're fucking suspended. Get out of here. I'm just like, whoa.
He drew a dick on the floor.
It's hella funny.
He drew nipples.
Oh, inside.
Yeah, on the smartboard. I'm like,
like
Tommy,
this.
why?
With more circles.
Like this.
But then he never did. And then did you ever have to memorize the Romeo and Juliet?
Fuck. Now I hate that shit. Just Romeo and Juliet in general.
God. Dude, I failed that. Caesar, that's racist.
What?
And Caesar's like, what do you mean? I'm stretching.
How is it racist?
And then you know in 8th grade when they have like the day with the bouncy float things, literally the day before it, because Caesar would always get in trouble with Mr. Braza, so he walked by his classroom or his classroom.
Oh, spring fling?
Oh, I love Spring Fling.
I
That's
think
my favorite.
I
they have like a
miss
bunch
Spring
of
Fling when I was
bouncy shit there,
Yeah, wait.
and you have to buy those little fucking ticket shit.
Spring fling.
Yeah.
Wait.
To punch?
Yeah. They used to just do it where like you just cross it out. I don't know what they punch it out.
Did you?
They
Oh
just
yeah,
had-
they cross it out.
yeah.
Yes.
But like
That's
he
Gotta calm
like
down here.
walked by Mr. Braza's class and he shouted, "Mr. Braza's gay." Wait, no, it was Mr. Braza's a fag. And then he ran to his class. He was just right next door, and he was like, "Yo, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Spring Fling or whatever it's called." And we were like, "Why not?" And he's like, "I called Mr. Braza a fag in front of his class because he had the door open while teaching." I was like, "You fucking idiot."
When I see people back in middle school, I'm just like, some people haven't changed. Like, Angel hasn't changed at all. And then I see Tommy somewhat changed, got more popular, but that's the only difference. And then I'm just like, I know these people because like, I was like the quiet kid who didn't want to talk to anyone because I was like, ooh, I hate making new friends. I like the old friends I have. But then like, once you have your new old friends, it's just like, I really hate these people because like my group, I'm just like, they just say the dumbest shit, like you, right? They're just like, they're like little, and then it's just like they make fart jokes. I'm just like, I'm too mature for this fucking group. But then like in some grade I didn't feel like I will find anyone, right? But then like we had this Asian corner thing. It's like, you know, like the ASB window in middle school.
Yeah.
I go in that corner every day, and then like other people started showing up. I'm like, get the fuck out! This is my corner. I'm like,
Corner
get the
of
fuck out! This
solitude.
is my freaking corner. Go get your own corner. I want to be alone on my phone because like people like they're like, oh, get off your phone. And I'm just like, so stupid. But
Dude,
then-
we used to take up that that spot at the gate where the truck could
Oh,
drive
yeah,
through
yeah.
by the PE area.
I just hung out in the shade of the trees because shade is nice.
I mean, we stayed there, and then when it was sunny, we would go raid the lunch windows. We go raid that spot, and people would get pissed off, and we're like, fuck off. We, like, in oh my god, in 8th grade, dude, this was so fucking like disturbing to me when fucking it still was Caesar. I have a lot of experiences with Caesar. Like in 7th grade, we had Miss Delgado,
Oh, I love it, Delgado.
and he was like, it's so fucked up. He was like, man, I hate Miss Del Taco.
Nice.
he was like, Miss Del Taco is an old white saggy boob bitch.
Side.
I was like, bro.
Because it's so easy.
I was like, that's fucked up. And we had honors though.
Yeah, I had honors too.
Honors history?
Yeah.
For 7?
Yeah.
Dude, she
Yeah.
made us do hella extra shit.
Mr. Sanchez.
But like, if you do extra credit stuff, she gives you an A.
No one does the extra
I did.
credit.
No, all I did, I didn't know what it was back then, but like I just found a website and I'm just like copy paste, and then I leave the link on there, and then she gave me 5 points. Like she didn't realize it in the beginning, so I got like 30, 30, 30, right? In the middle of the year, she just gave me 5. I'm like, Miss Delgado, why you keep giving me 5? He's like, Kevin, you're plagiarizing. You can go to jail for that. I'm just like, what's plagiarizing? And then like she was like, when you copy word for word on everything like the article says, right? I'm just like, you can go to jail for that, really? And then she was like, that's why I give you 5. Usually I give you 0, but you did the work. You got the enough courage to turn that in. Right? 'Cause I printed it too. I'm just like, I don't want to write it. I'll print it, copy paste, right? Give it to her. She's like, it looks nice, so I'll give you 0.5 or +5, right? And so I was like, I'm taking a +5. I need a better grade boost. So I'm just like, copy paste, same thing. I'm like Jay. I'm just like copy paste. I change a couple words, and then I turn it in. She gives me a +30. I'm just like, oh, it's too easy. I love her class. That's so easy.
So we had what's her name? In 8th grade we had Miss Smith. She's white history teacher again. Has like a big nose. Big nose. Right?
Miss Smith?
Teaches
Mrs. Right?
Mrs. I think, right?
Yeah.
She's like big boobs. This is Caesar. He's obsessed with boobs for some reason. He's like girls with a big ass are fucking nasty. You you know who Miss Evans is? He was like,
Oh my God.
Miss Evans has way too much fucking junk in her trunk.
The fucking self is heavy.
Yeah.
My friend, I forgot his name, but I hang with him like from time to time. I was like, this dude's cool, right? He's just like, you know, Miss Evans, how can she even stand with that big ass of hers? And I'm just like, yo, chill. And then he was roasting Miss Evans. He was like, why did they let a person with this big of a plate in her school?
Caesar was like, dude, Miss Evans reminds me of those in Mulan, those ladies with like the fucking umbrella and the big butt. I was like, bro, that's fucked up.
Miss Evans, you're gonna make me fall off this freaking monkey bar.
But he was like in 8th grade, right? He fell asleep.
You ever have Miss Maiden?
Oh, her?
The fucking laughter. Her laughter, she sounds like a fucking witch.
What subject?
Huh? She's like a substitute for any class, right? So she goes in, she does the work, she goes out, and then one day, Tommy was like, hey, because she laughs like a witch, so I understood right away, right? So he was like, Tommy was like, hey, Miss Evans, what do you eat? And then she was like, what do you mean by that question? He was like, do you eat eyes of newt or something? Because he was in the
Wait, you mean Miss Maiden? You said Miss Evans.
No, Miss Maiden.
You said
You said Miss Evans.
Oh, well, Miss Maiden now. You know Miss Maiden?
Yeah.
She lost like, so Tommy was like,
I never
do
heard
you,
her laugh.
do you
That's how
eat
bad
eyes
she
of
is.
newt and toes of rats or whatever, or something like that? And Miss Maiden was like, what do you mean? And then he was like, nothing. And then everybody in the class laughed. She was like, what's so funny? And then at the end of the day, all we heard from her was like, she wrote a note. She was like, your students were laughing at me, and she likes the drama. She was like, I was in this class again, and then our teacher was like, "What'd you guys do?" We were, like, and then Tommy told her. She was like, "Tommy, that's messed up, but that's funny at the same time."
When even the teacher gave the sub.
Oh my god.
I think they hired her as a sub to replace Miss Kenny.
Oh yeah.
Because Miss Kenny became a teacher literally the year after I got out of middle school.
Kenny?
Miss Kenny,
Who that?
she's like white or Mexican or something. She's really hot, really young. Every one of the middle school boys is like,
Kenny? Is it the
Your
yearbook
yearbook?
teacher?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm like, it sounds
Miss
familiar.
Kenny, Kenny, same
Miss
shit.
Kenny.
Not really.
Everyone calls her Miss Kenny.
I never
Only
heard that.
people who really love her call her
At
Miss
Bart View,
Kenny.
it is 8:30.
Did
I
you
think
take-
he wants us